Looking back, what is the biggest mistake you made in your career, and what did this teach you? The paths we take in our lives are so different, even when faced with the same exact options. The choices we make alter our path significantly, and they bring us to where we are and who we are now. Career path is no different. The choices one makes in a moment in time, based on the information that's available at the time, are often the best choices we make, even if in hindsight the alternative could have taken us closer to our ultimate goal. I have had a wonderful career path and journey, and in every role I have had an opportunity to learn and grow, sometimes towards my career goal, and other times towards building my character through practicing patience and resiliency. So not really a mistake to share, but the greatest lesson learned. And for me, the lesson was to be actively engaged in my career path and choose my path. Doing your best and waiting to be recognized for it is not a choice. It is a passive state and can lead to disappointment and resentment. Early in my career, there was a time where I felt stuck. I was a high performer, I did everything right, and I waited, fully believing that this work and effort was enough to help me grow, that it would be recognized and rewarded. But I was passive about it. What I failed to realize and recognize is that each and every one of us, as amazing as we may be as employees, leaders, coaches, we have our own priorities and goals. A lack of recognition of one's work and resulting promotion or opportunity for growth is not an indication of disregard or lack of appreciation. Sometimes it is simply the case where there are enough other fires to fight that the priorities shift to a mindset of don't fix it if it's not broken. So my lesson learned was to actively assess the potential of each role that I was in, rather than just looking at the next day or the next week. It was to communicate my accomplishments with my leaders rather than assume that they know. And it was to seek input on development opportunities rather than rely on my own perception in isolation. And with all of these, then to take charge of where I was and where I wanted to go. As you progress your career, you will hear lots of advice about the choices you should make. And here is my advice on that. Whether you are a lifer with a single employer or have worked internationally across industries, whether you are an expert and a specialist or an amazing generalist, there is no right or wrong path. There is the right path for you based on your priorities, and it will look different than everyone else's. So actively engage in your career path, and good luck.